What's that sound? It's For Amusement Only, the EM and Bingo Pinball Podcast.
Welcome back to For Amusement Only. This is Nick Baldridge. Today is Mother's Day, so I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day to any mothers out there who might be listening, either intentionally or unintentionally. Today I wanted to talk about the first bingo game. And United and Bally were both bingo manufacturers. United made a game called ABC in March of 1951, and Bally made their first bingo, Bright Lights, in April of 1951. ABC was the first bingo that was made, and it's unique in a few different ways. First of all, in 1951, from the distributor, you could swap out the default 5-cent coin chute for a 25-cent chute. That's quite the jump. ABC was a 3-card bingo, so much like my ticker tape is a 6-card bingo, ABC only has 3 cards on the back glass. Each card is activated by a subsequent coin drop, so you have to put in 3 coins in order to light all 3 cards. Now, here's where things get interesting. The playfield layout, which I really haven't gone into in any of my previous episodes, so I'll be sure to do that here soon, for the default Bally-style bingo game, is not present at all. So you have these 3 bingo cards with an arrangement of 25 numbers on the playfield, but they're arranged in a circle. So I had mentioned in my last episode about Big Wheel and Magic Ring and how they have their numbers arranged on the back glass in a circle. Well, these are arranged on the playfield in a circle, and there's a single pop bumper in the center of the playfield. Now you shoot your ball, and it kind of goes down roulette style into that playfield. And if it hits a bumper, it'll jam it into a hole that's nearby. This is a very random looking game. Now, it must be said that I've never played a United, if I haven't said it already earlier in the podcast. So, these are all very unique and interesting looking to me because I've never seen one. But this one in particular looks really interesting. From a controls perspective, you don't have a whole lot here. I mean, you can nudge the table, but nudging's only going to get you so far when you have a mechanically activated device in the center of the playfield shooting the ball at rocket speeds away. So this format only lasted for 2 machines, but ABC was the first. From the flyer, it says the average game time is 40 seconds, and that's for 5 balls. That's pretty crazy. A 40-second bingo game means that you're not putting any thought into what you're doing, because in this one, it's pretty much random chance. Now there is some skill in how you fire the plunger, but that's about it. I mean, if you only draw it back partially, it's not going to hit that pop bumper with a lot of force. The max payout for ABC was 200 replays, which is well below what most Bally machines' max payout is. The playfield and back glass art is what I would call of a typical style of the early 50s. Coming out of World War II, there were remnants of Art Deco, so you have very geometric patterns and so forth on the back glass. The playfield, though, on ABC is almost like a blank. There's not a whole lot on it. There are a few little curvy touches at the top, and then the letters ABC like blocks up above that. The roulette wheel arrangement itself is, of course, the big draw, the big eye catcher, with a red pop bumper in the center, and then green numbers fanning out from that to the actual holes. It's very attractive, that roulette wheel inset. The rest of the playfield, I could take or leave. I do like all of the exposed wood. Again, it's very similar to a game from the decade before. Now, the cabinet artwork is reds and greens, which is a bit of an unusual pairing for earlier games. The cabinet itself is what's really interesting. It looks just like a Bally bingo that's been modified with a payout hopper. So it's got a front that extends all the way to the floor, pretty much, and a back that extends all the way to the floor. Really odd looking, and I'll get into some of the differences between United and Bally bingos as far as service in a later episode. But it looks like a fun game to play. I don't know if it's one that I'd want to have personally, because it is so random. Getting my hands on one and playing one might show me something different, but from what I've read and what I can see, it sure looks like playability would be hurt by just having a pop bumper firing it in a random direction. So that's my take on it, and again, if anyone has played one of these, I'd love to talk to you. Let me know. You can reach me at foramusementonlypodcast@gmail.com, and you can find us online at foramusementonly.libsyn.com. You can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocket Casts, via RSS, and on Facebook, and directly on our website. Thanks again for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.